ちょっとばかし出発時間の変更だ。行くぞ。
Without shadow of a doubt, this is how you do an episode number 2, especially since episode number 1 wasn't exactly a knock your socks off type episode. Now, it was a good episode and had funny moments and a interesting premise to it, but it wasn't exactly setting the anime world on fire. But episode number 2, this is how you do a follow-up episode. It had, immediately we pick up where, our main character Setsu, he sets off, right? And immediately it introduces another character who has ties to the hero, who has ties to certain demons, right? And that person has a grandchild who's taking up the mount of, what her grandpa set out to do and everything like that. But what this really did was it established kind of like that adventurism that I typically really like to see in anime. Now, this is going to sound really, really weird, but I am a huge fan of the original Dragon Ball. I love Dragon Ball Z. I'm super nostalgic for it, but the original Dragon Ball holds a really special place in my heart. And one of the reasons for that is not only that's one of the first anime I ever watched in my life, but it's also because it always had Goku and Bulma, and then obviously introduce other characters, kind of throughout, enemies like Pilaf or like Yamcha and things like that. But it was these two going on adventure after adventure after adventure, finding new town, finding new city, finding new this, going for the Dragon Ball this, Dragon Ball that, gathering them. It was always an adventure over and over and over again. It wasn't until Z to where it got otherworldly and saving the universe stuff, but Dragon Ball really had this adventurism nailed down. And with this episode 2, I got such strong Dragon Ball vibes from it with just Setsu and this girl together. Did I even write down her name? Ruri is her name. So with Setsu and with Ruri, I got this really, I don't know, I just like this next episode of Dragon Ball. I just got this really strong vibe of Dragon Ball, and I was like, I love what they're doing here. And it's really hard to put into words, but it's when you just got that feeling. So that is the thing. I think episode 2 was really, really good. And, to kind of take you through timeline, it shows us Grandpa, selling a brooch, telling us that the thing that artisans have the most, because he was an artisan of jewelry, is their pride. But there's one exception: lots of money. It showed us a flashback of a character who looked like Setsu, probably what he looked like before he transported again and everything else, dropping a lot of cash down to get the specific brooch. And it seems that we learned later in the episode that he put some kind of protection spell on it and maybe gave it to a demon companion or something, and it broke over some time, and that's why Ruri's trying to go back to the demon contest to return it to its original owner or something. And it showed us a flash of a girl who had kind of elf ears, so I assume that now Setsu is going to go look for this individual, and I'm assuming it's a girl. It could also be a dude, an elf dude. I don't really know. They didn't really show us a clear picture. This kind of showed us red hair, elf ears, so it could be some person from the Demon Orient is where they're going to be after. So I think that's cool that now we're going to get them going to the demon content and get an adventure there. And it's cool that they kind of he found somebody who has ties basically to him. And Ruri's just really cute. She's this little she's little itty bitty girl with a lot of attitude and personality. I think that's really cute. I think he found himself a cute little companion here. But it has this, it shows us that kind of that timeline. She leaves her cart behind, takes the mission, hires him as a bodyguard. They get sassed by a lot of the Royal Guard. Royal Guard tries to come in, I don't know, rough them up in the middle of the night or something, or arrest them. They peace out, and Setsu takes Ruri, and they go. She wasn't able to find a boat to the demon content, but he's like, I have a ride. And that ride is Leviathan, which is the Leviathan, which is the god of the sea. So apparently he had some pre-existing relationship with the god of the sea in this world. Obviously, he was a hero before, so it kind of makes sense that if there was this kind of entity in the world that he has familiarity with it. And then she's questioning, like, who the hell did I employ as my bodyguard that we're riding on this Leviathan? So I just think that that's a really cool story. And it just really piques all of my interest. And again, that vibe that it's throwing down is that old school Dragon Ball vibe. Now, will it keep that vibe past episode 2? I don't know. But the fact that I got a hint of that, of something that I really love in this, that makes me really interested. Again, this is just my opinion, my feelings towards it. Let me know what you think. Tell me what you think now in the comments below. What did you think about episode number 2? Throw that down in the comments of, how you felt. Maybe you didn't like it at all. Let me know why. And if you did like it, let me know why. And if you're kind of like, lukewarm on it, let me know why. And are you going to keep watching past EP2? All right, my friends. I'm going to see you guys on the next video. Have a good weekend. Peace.